Well, Parrot, happy revision, guys. Happy revision. Here's a poem about a parrot that's so sick and ill it wishes it could die. Oh dear. Right, well, at least it's a simple poem to understand. It's not like there's many hidden layers of meaning here, but okay, well, what could we say about this? If you notice, unlike Ruth Pitter, who comments upon the silvers and the golds of the thrush, which make it look like a rich merchant dressed for a feast, there's not really any of that poetic flourish here. Stevie Smith's range of diction is deliberately like short, bereft, like monosyllabic, and that's deliberate because it creates a grey, dreary atmosphere of sadness and sickness. For this poem, I chose to find one of the dingier corners of the school with this cage silhouetted in the background, and this is a parrot that probably smuggled in from South America or somewhere like that, South America or Africa or the tropics, all the way to London. So it's not where it should be, and it should be. We know, right, that we looked at the macaws in the Amazonian rainforest and that vast range of habitat as they fly majestically with their shimmering colours across the canopy for kilometres of territory, and that's them living in their natural state. And so this parrot has been taken out of that, forced imprisonment, and is captured by Stevie Smith as being absolutely furious at this. That's its natural spirit raging. But of course it can't do anything, and it's bearing all of the physical signs of distress of its emotional distress. The first line almost spits out that bleak sense of the old, sick, green parrot. All monosyllabic adjectives. High in a dingy cage. So the adjectival description there, we're beginning to see it immediately within the first stanza. Like, look at the prevalence of words with negative connotations here. Old, sick, dingy, sick, furious, rage. So it's that mixture of sadness, sickness, and anger. Malevolent rage. So he's furious. Malevolence is that he's got some evil intentions. Like if he could break out of those bars and revenge against the people, the forces that put him in his situation, he would. So the parrot is, it's a green parrot. That's what they're called. If you go on, if you're lucky at Sai Kung, there's a guy who rides around with a green parrot. And it's in beautiful condition, actually. Sometimes you see birds and they've been, it's a sign of distress. So they would pluck their own feathers out in a way that polar bears or other animals in zoos would rock as a sort of self-soothing mechanism, but it's also a sign of deeply deep unhappiness. So beadily, a beady eye. Now, parrots have got beady eyes. What does it mean? It means like a keen staring eye. Parrot's eyes are quite pronounced, and it would be looking out. It beadily glutted his furious eye. So glutted means to feast, to overindulge. So he's staring malevolently with a hatred upon his view. And what he can look out on is something like here, you've just got like the grim rooftops of London, the chimneys of Knoll Park. So this is some dreary suburb of London, and there's a contrast here between his natural home. In the second stanza, it talks about that he's far from his jungle green. So there are moments here. This rhyme scheme in the second stanza: over the seas he came, to the yellow skies, to the dripping rain. So there's a sadness in this contrast. Over the seas he came is romantic in a sense. He's flying, he's free, but he didn't fly there. He would have been smuggled, in a dark container, making him sick, terrifying him. And where's he arrived? Not at another jungle, not even in Regent Park or anything like that, where he can fly around, stretch his wings. He's in a cage, he's looking out. The yellow skies, it's about light pollution here in London. The light from the cars, the light from the offices, from the residential buildings, there would be tower blocks, not like the Hong Kong skyscrapers, but in this part of London there would be tower blocks, and there would be the street lamps, and all of these would be emanating their phosphorescent, can't think of the word, but you know, like the orange, yellow skies. Yellow as well. Yellow is cognizant of sickness. If your liver isn't functioning well, you become jaundiced. That gives you a yellow pallor. A yellow pallor is often associated with death. The yellow skies, the dripping rain. So this is a deeply unpleasant place. And all of this leads to the night of his despair. So we're looking at one particular moment here, this scene, but of course this would be like every night, really, right? There's no escape for this poor parrot. The night of his despair, full stop. That lends itself to that sense of entrapment and finality about his situation or fate. And the pavements of his street are shining beneath the lamp with a beauty that's not for one born under a tropic sun. So Stevie Smith there, the poet's inclination to find beauty in the world around him, he sees that there is some beauty on the streets of London, but it's not for him, right? This is just a dislocating place in his instincts and his core memories of being a parrot wherever he was taken from, wherever he was poached from. He will always look out and find this landscape completely alien and deeply unpleasant. Croup is a coughing sickness. He's got a chest infection. He has croup. There's a full stop there. It evokes the kind of shortness of breath, which croup, that's one of its symptoms. Coughing and tightness of chest and shortness of breath. His feathered chest knows no minute of rest. So his breathing's laboured, it's deeply uncomfortable. High on his perch he sits and coughs and spits. So deeply unpleasant. The lineation now, the syllabic frequency is becoming less. Hope drains out. He can't breathe. He hates it. It's despairing. And at the end, that really dreadful last two lines, waiting for death to come. Pray heaven it won't be long. Well, that's like, he's wishing that he was dead, or Stevie Smith is asking you to pray for this parrot, that he might be released from his suffering. Well, I think you should probably go and get yourself an ask glass of Coca-Cola and go for a walk in the park and get some sunshine.